And the case against Grayson Beare has been postponed in the Durban Magistrate's Court. 44-year-old Beare is accused of stabbing his neighbour. This is a mother of two to death last month. Beare allegedly stabbed 46-year-old Halima Hoosen-Preston 15 times at her home in Glenmore in Durban over her support for Palestine. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan joins us now from court. Karinda, just share with us how things unfolded in court.
Certainly, Iman. While we expected the bail application today, in fact, the prosecution was ready to get underway with the Schedule 6 bail application, but the attorney for Grayson Beare stood up to say he wants to submit an urgent application for yet another medical examination. This despite Beare having undergone a medical examination at just before his last court appearance last month. That cleared him, meaning he was ready to go on with bail. But now 4 medical experts, including 3 psychiatrists and a clinical health expert, will now assess Grayson Beare, and he's then expected to appear in court with that report on the 24th of July. But at court, a number of protesters, many of them from the United for Palestine group, because of the nature of this case, the nature of what happened. And I'll first speak to Peter, thank you for speaking to us. Just earlier we said that, you've spent the past year fighting for justice in Palestine, but something has happened in your backyard. Just tell me about this shockwave.
All right, we were very shocked when we heard Halima's case, and we're here today to support her and her family as for humanity. The thing is, today at the case that was going on, we were pretty disappointed because we expected to hear a bail hearing, right, and end the whole case. But the thing is, the attorneys for the suspect, he wasn't prepared with his arguments. He wasn't. He wanted another mental assessment, which I feel the man looks to us, all of us. It seems he's mentally stable. He's there. Everybody can see him. So I don't see why the court should prolong this whole issue, right, for a bail hearing. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him.
Amina, thank you so much for that aspect. I want to come to Abdul, sir, again, leading the United for Palestine activism. But now, again, in your backyard, tell me about the issues that you face when you try and conduct this activism that has brought you to this court.
Really, it's very disappointing for us, being involved in the forefront with the Palestinian struggle. And, to find this hitting home, really, daily basis, what we see that's happening in Gaza. Children are being killed, massacred, and now we come to our backyard and we find that one of our sisters and activists that work with us as well, being murdered, brutally murdered, and premeditated. There has been a video that's actually went out regarding this, Beare guy, and if you have to listen to that images, you can see how sane he is, and this touching the issue on the case itself, he has been tested for medical issues, and everything came up well. There was he had no medical issues from what we've seen. Now the attorneys from his side is wants to get him reassessed, and how can you go again for a second time to be reassessed when the case was ready for trial? Basically, the case was to be addressed. Today's court, was to mention that whether this case should proceed in this court or move to another court, the High Court. And that's where we're standing at. But as regarding activism, really, we are very disappointed of what we've seen on ground.
So thank you for speaking to us. I'd just like to end it with one of the guests as well, who's also a mum, Fatima Park. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Just bringing it home, a mum in Glenwood, someone you might have known in the circles that you're in. How does it make you feel to know what happened?
Hello. Yes, it's very hard for what has happened. We feel very sorry for the children, especially the girl. I also have a grandson that age. It's traumatizing. I'm sure they must be having sleepless nights. And apparently they came home yesterday. imagine the trauma.
They did. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for speaking to us. So just a group from the United for Palestine banner speaking, and as Ms. Park says, is that yes, the father and the two children, so the son and 10-year-old daughter, they returned to the home where their mom was killed last month. They returned yesterday. They are undergoing psychological assistance as well, something that's much needed. The allegation against Beare, which he denies, is that he went into their home on the 2nd of June and stabbed Halima 15 times. He also stabbed Halima's husband and son. They recovered from injuries and then allegedly threatened to rape the 10-year-old child, daughter. That allegation is not put forward to the court. He's right now charged with murder and attempted murder, 2 counts in relation to that. And again, bail was expected to continue today. It's now been postponed. It's unclear if the suspect will apply for bail at his next court appearance, but what it has done is brought a group of activists that have been trying to raise funds, raise awareness about what's happening in Gaza to this high court for a murder that has happened in their own backyard.
Karinda, Jagmohan, thank you very much for the update.